Welcome to the 2023 AIA New York State Excelsior and Professional Service Awards and the AGC New York State Jeffrey J. Zogg Build New York and Distinguished Service Awards. Let's get started by introducing this year's AIA New York State Excelsior Award recipients. Renovation Addition. Citation. Mackey Facilities Complex Reconstruction. Cobleskill, New York. Submitting firm. Mosaic Associates Architects, DPC. General contractor. LaChase Construction Services, LLC. MEP engineer. SETI and Associates. Civil engineer and landscape architect. MJ Engineering and Land Surveying, PC. Structural engineer. Ryan Biggs Clark Davis. A $6.7 million renovation project on the modern SUNY Cobleskill campus set out to elevate the presence and function of the outdated Mackey Facilities Complex, which houses the team that keeps the campus functioning and looking beautiful. Marked by a Pizza Hut roofline, the nondescript building had seen no improvements since it was constructed in 1967. The project had three goals: stabilize the building envelope, replace aging mechanical systems, and improve the layout and function of the complex. With a focus on sustainability, the project team started with the decision to reconstruct the existing building rather than demolish it and build a new one. The facility's exterior was reskinned in a palette that harmonizes with the campus aesthetic, punctuated with Cobleskill orange. The awkward roofline was redefined, and original tongue-and-groove roof planks were salvaged and reused on shop ceilings. The primary entrance to the complex is now easily located and features a vestibule designed to establish a welcoming entry to the building. The new main entrance is marked by a distinctive lighted metal feature, which is repeated at each shop entrance, defining the facility's multiple functions. The new site features improved traffic flow, defined parking, and a new asphalt parking lot, all of which create a welcoming experience for staff and visitors. As part of the deep energy retrofit, outdated mechanical, electrical, and plumbing systems, many of which were original to the building, were upgraded. The foundation received new waterproofing, drainage, insulation, and cladding. Inside, a new layout provides defined spaces for both maintenance and administrative functions and includes formal and informal meeting spaces, a break room, a training area, and a patio overlooking the surrounding hills. The renovated complex reflects the importance of both the function of the building and the team that works there. Renovation Addition. Merit Award. CUNY LaGuardia Community College. Long Island City, New York. Submitting firm. Mitchell Jurgala. General contractor. Manelli Construction Company, Incorporated. Structural engineer. Israel A. Sanuk, PC. MEP IT engineer. Joseph R. Loring and Associates. Site. Civil engineer. U and Associates. The CUNY LaGuardia Community College facade and lobby renovation project transformed the 100-year-old, 1 million square foot Center 3 building in Long Island City into a structure that aims to support the activities of the college for the next century. The project involved two major scopes of work: the complete replacement of the exterior cladding of the building, inclusive of all aspects of the ground floor, sidewalks, and signature billboard signage at the top of the building, and a reinvention of the entrance sequence and lobby of a building that serves hundreds of occupants daily. On the exterior, years of neglect, patching, inadequate, and sometimes damaging repairs contributed to exterior wall failures, including chunks of terracotta falling from the building. A sidewalk shed to protect pedestrians from falling objects surrounded the building for over a decade, while potential solutions were considered. The design team was directed to develop a new exterior cladding that respected the long history of terracotta use on the facade and to incorporate contemporary technology in the form of a unitized curtain wall system. The project also afforded an opportunity to reinvent the lobby and entrance sequence of the building, improving clarity, security, and flow. Multiple entrances, which created confusion, were reduced to one canopied primary entrance in the center of the front facade, where security was concentrated. This had the effect of opening additional interior space at the well-lit corner of the building for casual meeting, study, and eating space. A two-story signature stair was added for direct connection to the public spaces of the second floor. Renovation Addition, Merit Award. Houghton Hall, SUNY Fredonia, Fredonia, New York. Submitting firm, Mitchell Jurgala. General contractors, Phase 1, Recipients Construction. Phase 2, Savarino Companies, LLC. Phase 3, Huber Construction, Incorporated. Phase 4, Peak Construction Group, LLC. Structural Engineer, Israel A. Sanuk, PC. Plumbing, Fire Protection, Site, Civil Engineer and Hazardous Material Consultant, Watts Engineering. HVAC and Electrical and Low Voltage Engineer, ME Engineering. Mitchell Jurgala recently completed the full renovation of Houghton Hall on the campus of SUNY Fredonia in upstate New York. Originally designed by IM Pei and Partners, Houghton Hall forms a cornerstone of the campus as master planned by the Pei office in the early 1960s. The design transforms this architecturally significant but obsolete original building into a vital and welcoming science facility for the 21st century. The Houghton Hall program combines the computer science, math, geology, and physics departments, which were previously located in disparate buildings. The renovation provides state-of-the-art classrooms, laboratories, and a vivarium shared by users of the adjacent New Science Center, also designed by Mitchell Jurgala. The renovation enlivens the building's original dark interiors by reconfiguring the corridors to allow natural light to penetrate into the new communal spaces. Glass partitions throughout the core introduce greater transparency into the common spaces, such as lounges and conference spaces. Visibility into these spaces creates a vibrant sense of activity and promotes collaboration among different disciplines. The design also incorporates windows into science, interior windows into research laboratories that also function as display cases and showcase the innovative research taking place within to promote interest in the sciences. Distinctive elements of the original interior, such as its terrazzo floors and unique exposed precast concrete structure, were carefully restored to showcase the original character of the building. The LEED Silver rated design also replaced failing brick and obsolete windows with a highly insulated brick veneer and curtain wall envelope. The material choices and colors for the new envelope respect the unique geometry of Pei's original design, while lightening and brightening the material palette. This transformed exterior presents a welcoming facade composed of innovative, contemporary building systems appropriate for the 21st century academic environment. Renovation Addition, Merit Award, Middletown High School, Learning Commons Addition and Cafe Renovation, Middletown, New York. Submitting firm, KG&D Architects, PC. Construction Manager, Savin Engineers. MEP Engineer, Gerard Associates. Structural Engineer, St. Germain and Upperly Consulting Engineers. Civil Engineer, Insight Engineering. The Middletown High School Learning Commons and Cafe project developed an addition to house a next-gen media center and renovated a former library into a centralized food service cafe and informal learning center. The Media Center supports changes in the instructional curriculum and creates a community space that can be utilized after school and completely isolated from the remainder of the building. The Media Center is comprised of a large central space that maximizes natural light with window walls overlooking the athletic fields and pickup drop-off area and clear-story windows on 2 facades. The adjacent program spaces include a conference room and several smaller collab rooms. The district's blue is utilized as an accent color throughout the space, and finishes include flexible furniture, movable stacks to allow for large group gatherings, and rolling whiteboards that conceal stacks and provide a place for collaboration. The lower level of the Media Center addition features a fully equipped professional-level video production studio with a classroom-sized control room for video production design classes. The addition features a green roof and a curvilinear design that wraps around the drop-off loop and presents an updated first impression for this innovative high school. The cafe, which was fitted into the former library spaces, supports the after-school meal program provided to students working in the innovation labs and provides a drop-in space to eat a snack or work on a project. The adjacent program spaces include collab rooms, a tech garage, and a college and career center. The district's blue is also utilized in the cafe, and the furniture includes booths, counter-height seating, and high-top tables with access to charging. The project leveraged the district's opportunity to create the infrastructure required for interdisciplinary learning communities and a school-wide neighborhood learning environment. Renovation Addition Honor Award. Binghamton University Science 4 Renovation, Deep Energy Retrofit, Binghamton, New York. Submitting firm, Ashley McGraw Architects. General Contractor, Foz Construction Group. MEP, Fire Protection Engineer. Phase 1, ME Engineering, PC. Phase 2, Pathfinder Engineers. Structural Engineer, Ryan Biggs, Clark Davis Engineering and Surveying. Landscape Architect, Trowbridge Wolf Michaels Landscape Architects. The first building that visitors encounter when entering the Binghamton University campus was a tired, partially vacant 1970s structure known as Science 4. The masonry facade was failing, the interiors were dated and non-functional, and campus noted that the architecture gave a foreboding first impression to visitors. Binghamton University, in conjunction with the State University Construction Fund, commissioned our firm to re-envision the building as a new campus icon that welcomes visitors to the campus and science complex in a modern, cohesive, and energy-efficient way. Through detailed visioning and programming exercises involving the design team and stakeholders from the campus, a clear direction and aspirations for the building and its future were formulated. The aspirations were carried through to create a vibrant, dynamic series of spaces housed within a modernized, reclad building. A formerly underutilized, underperforming building, now a shining example of excellence for a future generation of learning. The entire building was reclad, enclosed in a continuous blanket of spray foam insulation, with R values ranging from 20 to 27. The original building was introverted, with no defined entrance and little reason for people to interact with unless they had business there. Now, with dynamic cladding, large expanses of glazing, and a new grand entrance, the entire community is invited inside. New and reimagined entry points create more effective wayfinding, enhanced by the interior design and finish strategy to highlight each research suite and help users navigate the building. Collaboration nooks and lounge spaces with comfortable and flexible seating and plenty of places to plug in along the corridors activate the building's common spaces and provide opportunities for interdisciplinary collaboration. These corridor interventions also open up the spaces to bring natural light deep into the interior of the building. New Construction, Merit Award, E-Tech, State University of New York at Albany. Submitting firm, Canon Design. Contractor, Consigli. Structural Engineer, Ryan Biggs Clark Davis. Civil Engineer, MJ Engineering and Land Surveying. Landscape Architect, Supermass Studio. E-Tech is a center for innovation, scholarship, applied research, and commercial development designed to foster cross-disciplinary collaborations to confront complex problems. Inside, students and faculty work together with entrepreneurs to translate new knowledge into creative solutions that fuel economic growth and create jobs. The building has the capacity to house more than 200 full-time faculty and researchers, 100 research and industry partners, and as many as 800 students. It includes classroom and office space, research labs, specialty instrumentation facilities, an emergency preparedness situation room, weather research and instruction map rooms and observation facilities, business and technology transfer services offices, and conference facilities. The conceptual development of the building's design comes directly from the three-dimensional characteristics of the site's landscape. Located on the Harriman State Office campus, the site was distinguished by an S-shaped ridgeline that curves from a high point on the northwest corner and wraps around a meadow which faces back towards the UAlbany campus. The architectural language was designed to respect, acknowledge, and play off the existing Edward Durrell Stone campus vocabulary. The building is organized around a pair of centrally located, stacked two-story spaces, which are flanked by two parallel curved volumes. The program is distributed over 4 floors and a partial lower level. An east-west corridor connects the two building volumes in the middle, allowing views into the two-story spaces and connection to the vertical transportation systems. Various honorific program spaces are aligned along this east-west axis. A west-facing observation space is located on the mechanical level within the topmost space of the West Stair Tower. Certified LEED Platinum, the building is heated and cooled by a field of 190 geothermal wells and gets electricity from a nearby field of solar panels. These measures offset energy costs by approximately 70%. New construction, Merit Award. Vital Brookdale, Brooklyn, New York. Submitting firm, Datner Architects. General contractor, Monadnock Construction. Structural engineer, Denardis Engineering. MEP engineer, Skyline Engineering. Landscape architect, Star White House Landscape Architects and Planners. An exemplary model of affordable, passive house and community-based housing, Vital Brookdale brings 160 units of affordable housing and 25,000 square feet of health-focused community space to the Brownsville neighborhood of Brooklyn. Alongside deeply affordable apartments, Vital Brookdale provides resources that promotes health and wellness, job training, outdoor green space, and opportunities for recreation, supporting residents and the surrounding community. Tenants have access to a second-floor terrace and front and rear courtyards, which includes landscaping, a dog run, play area, as well as passive recreation and seating areas. Additional amenities include complimentary building-wide wireless internet access, a multi-purpose community room, game room, library, co-working space, fitness room, laundry room, cold storage locker and package rooms, and a bike storage room. Community facility spaces on the ground floor include an outpatient medical office associated with the adjacent Brookdale Hospital, job training space, and a food training program that will be integrated with the outdoor gardening area on site. Additionally, the New York Foundling, one of New York City's oldest and largest child welfare agencies, has an office suite in the building in support of the supportive units, targeted to children aging out of foster care and people with developmental disabilities. This passive house project has a 100 kilowatt roof-mounted solar photovoltaic system, green roof, high-performance mechanical systems, insulation and windows, LED lighting, low-flow water fixtures, and several other energy-efficient measures to ensure the comfort and affordability for residents as well as sustainability of the building. The design team also carefully selected interior materials while keeping in mind the ease of install, cost of material, maintenance, and impact on resident health. The end result is a project that has a model of affordable, community-based, sustainable multifamily housing in New York City. New Construction Honor Award. One World Cafe, University at Buffalo. University at Buffalo North Campus, Buffalo, New York. Submitting firm: Canon Design. Mechanical and structural engineer and electrical lighting designer, Canon Design. Construction manager: Turner Construction Company. Contractor: Manning Squires Hennig. Civil: Plumbing, Fire Protection, and Hazardous Materials, Watts Architecture and Engineering. The University at Buffalo One World Cafe is an international eatery that fosters a centralized nexus of multicultural university life. As a globally inspired, full-service dining center, the Campus Hub honors UB's commitment to delivering excellence to its diverse student population by housing a variety of culinary offerings with menus and scheduling all built on student input. The project was informed by extensive student engagement. One World Cafe's name, its design, the menus and food offerings, the public art inside, all of it was impacted by UB students. The cafe is purposely located on the intersection of UB's Capon and Norton Halls to capitalize on a key campus thoroughfare. The building fills previous gaps and slides past voids in this specific corner of the campus to create new front doors to UB on both its north and south sides. One World Cafe is a hub for student activity, with group seating and dynamic campus settings that encourage community interaction. The design sits in contrast to the existing context of the campus, while still feeling at home by borrowing similar material units and proportioning. The building exudes energy and elevates the institution's wellness culture through messaging, socialization, and menus. The cafe's interior environments spark joy and connectivity through intentional public art, color, abundant natural lighting, and views to the campus. A central dining area serves as a hearth and connectivity point for the campus spine, while a stunning stair helps students move through the building and offers internal views. Interior spaces were designed intentionally with neutral colors and natural materials to allow for public art to shine. Much of the art comes directly from past or current UB students, allowing them to celebrate the uniqueness of UB and its community through their personal experiences and perspectives. Landscape Architecture Merit Award. State Street Plaza, City of Auburn, New York. Submitting firm: Bergman. Construction contractor: Crane Hogan. Construction inspection: Popley Design Group. Located in the heart of downtown Auburn, the State Street Plaza is the site of the former Cowlitz department store, which was demolished in 2015, creating a void in the downtown urban fabric. Through a community-driven downtown planning effort, the city determined an urban gathering space would be the best use for the site and would create a unique destination celebrating Auburn's legacy of arts and culture. The goal of the new urban plaza was to create a flexible space for all members of the community to enjoy, relax, and socialize. Constructed in 2022, the approximately 650 square foot space is carefully and thoughtfully divided into a series of rooms that accommodate a variety of different needs, uses, and users. There are small, intimate seating areas surrounded by lush vegetation, providing a source of personal solace, rest, and relaxation amid the bustling urban environment. There are open spaces that are designed to function as a stage or impromptu performance space. And there are playful areas animated with movable furniture and a human-sized chess set. This new plaza provides a democratic space for the Auburn community to gather, socialize, and temporarily escape the bustle of the urban environment. Surrounded by several restaurants, local businesses, and adjacent to the main downtown corridor, State Street Plaza serves as a public square for downtown Auburn. Not only does it transform what was once a vacant lot into a public space, It is one of the few downtown spaces in Auburn and the only downtown park that supports larger public events and gathering. At this time, we would like to thank this year's Excelsior Awards jury. Now presenting the AGC New York State Jeffrey J. Zogg Build New York Awards. Our first award winner is LaChase Construction Services for the Sands Constellation Center for Critical Care at Rochester General Hospital. Construction contractor, LaChase Construction Services. Owner, Rochester Regional Health. Architect, Clark Patterson Lee. Engineer, ME Engineering. With increasing demand for health services, Rochester Regional Health looked to expand and update its facilities and technology. In 2016, the decision was made to build a new critical care center at its Rochester General Hospital location. Designed for aesthetics and functionality, the 33,000 square foot center was a major, multi-year undertaking, not just for RRH, but also for the project team who had to build adjacent to the existing hospital, with minimal disruption to ongoing operations, incorporate a unique curved, three-element facade while maximizing space needed for patients, staff and operating rooms, efficiently place the immense amount of mechanical, electrical, and plumbing elements needed throughout the facility, and ensure the facility was flexible enough from both a space and technology perspective to provide state-of-the-art care when it opened and into the future. During the project, the team was hit with an additional and unexpected challenge, COVID-19. As with many projects, this required adding extra precautions to keep workers safe. For this project, it also prompted RRH, seeing a sudden rise in demand for acute, inpatient care. Understanding the need, the project team stepped up to engage workers who had been displaced from non-essential projects and added shifts to keep progress moving while socially distancing. As a result of their collected efforts, the team delivered the Sands Constellation Center for Critical Care in October 2020, 2 months ahead of the original schedule. The addition provides Rochester General Hospital with 20 operating rooms, 28 PACU bays, 108 acuity adaptable single-bed inpatient rooms, 20 postpartum rooms, 14 NICU rooms, and a new sterilization department. As the center neared completion in fall of 2020, the owner realized that COVID restrictions would prevent holding a public opening event. Instead, they came up with a unique way to show the new space. They commissioned a virtual model of the center in the game Minecraft. The condensed schedule provided the hospital with access to additional patient space during the height of COVID. Although the interactive Minecraft model and a virtual open house replaced a more typical ribbon cutting, the center was quickly recognized as an important addition to the local healthcare landscape. Because of the many team members who contributed their talents and commitment to the project, today the center provides advanced healthcare services across the greater Rochester area. Our second award winner is MLB Construction Services for the Capitol Repertory Theater, The Rep. Construction contractor, MLB Construction Services, LLC. Owner, The Rep, LLC. Architect, CS Arch. Engineer, West Shore Design Engineers, PC. MLB Construction Services transformed the former National Biscuit Company building to become the new home of the Capitol Repertory Theater, also known as The Rep. MLB Construction was honored to be selected as the general contractor for this amazing project, bringing a dream to life for Proctor's Collaborative and the greater Capital Region. With MLB's experience in historical building renovation and well-built labor forces, they were able to successfully complete this difficult project. The Rep was designed by a local historic preservation architect, CS Arch of Albany, New York. This project was designed and constructed to preserve the historic landscape of the original National Biscuit Company, built in the early 1900s. MLB Construction was awarded the contract to complete the proposed 2-year project in just 16 months, while working through the challenging peaks of COVID. The new 28,000 square foot state-of-the-art theater houses a welcoming lobby, a 300-seat main stage and auditorium with new sound and lighting technologies, a VIP lounge for avid showgoers, and a 100-seat black box theater. Newly added behind-the-scenes perks included wardrobe and prop shops, full dressing rooms, ample bathrooms with showers, prep space for actors, actresses, and a full office space. MLB was also able to give the theater a loading dock to allow for easy loading and unloading of props to and from the main stage. MLB was also able to restore the original hardwood floors, expose old brick walls, and keep the original wooden timber beams through the building. MLB had to be sure to keep certain parts of the building preserved to make sure they met all requirements of the Restore New York Communities Initiative grant through the Empire State Development. One example was preserving the original basement ovens that were used by Nabisco in the early 1900s. Other unique requirements included modifying a sprinkler system in the penthouse, preserving the original hardwood floors, beams, and columns, preserving the exterior back wall that supported the building and successfully removed half of the first floor, while keeping the second floor intact, keeping its full integrity. It was a beautifully joined effort by a team of people using historic preservation to build stronger neighborhoods, create local jobs, provide affordable housing, open our eyes to overlooked history, and save the places that are special to all of us. Our third award winner is Welliver for the Cornell University North Campus Residential Expansion. Construction contractor, Welliver. Owner, Cornell University. Architect, Icon 5 Architects. Structural engineer, Thornton Tomasetti. Civil engineer, surveyor, T.G. Miller, P.C., Engineers and Surveyors. The Cornell University North Campus Residential Expansion was developed in anticipation of the university's growing class size, coupled with Cornell's commitment to provide undergraduates with quality housing options on campus. Welliver provided pre-construction and construction services for this two-phase, LEED Gold, 776,000 square foot expansion of the Student Life residential complex. The fast-track project provides over 2,000 new beds for the first-year and sophomore students on Cornell's residential North Campus. Phase 1 included the construction of 2 residential halls, offering over 800 beds and a centrally located attached dining hall. Phase 2 included the construction of 3 residential halls with over 1,200 beds. Both sites are composed of 3 to 5-story courtyard buildings that are sited and arranged to engage and respond to the adjacent campus, as well as enhance the student life experience. Students can collaborate and socialize in numerous lounges, meeting spaces, classrooms, and kitchens found throughout all 5 buildings. Essential to growing North Campus is a 1,000-seat dining hall that offers a variety of micro-restaurant-style serveries. The dining hall includes state-of-the-art equipment, sloping wood and plaster ceilings, modern lighting, and an all-glass discovery kitchen with 24 teaching stations used for academic classes and Cornell dining. This project was conceived with the goal of turning over 2 buildings in August of 2021 and 3 buildings in August of 2022. Despite many obstacles such as COVID-19 shutdown, supply chain uncertainty, and workforce constraints, the project was delivered ahead of schedule and under budget. The first phase was turned over 2 months early, and the second phase was turned over 4 months early. Despite the pace of the project, quality and cost were not forgotten. The NCRE was completed as a pending LEED Gold project, where 95% of construction waste was recycled. The $25 million Morrison Dining was named by Food Management as the best new facility in 2022. Working with Cornell to understand changes in cost, Welliver was able to deliver the project under budget, which allowed them to upgrade finishes and use excess to further enhance the campus. A Build New York Honorable Mention Award goes to Consigli Construction Company for E-Tech, State University of New York at Albany. General Contractor, Consigli Construction Company. Owner, University at Albany. Project Architect, Canon Design. Structural Engineer, Ryan Biggs Clark Davis. Civil Engineer, MJ Engineering and Land Surveying, PC. MEP Engineer, Canon Design. eTech combines the University at Albany's research strengths with some of its fastest-growing new programs and innovative entrepreneurial resources into a state-of-the-art facility, fostering teaching, research, and business collaborations. In addition to the New York State Mesonet, the most advanced weather observation system in the nation, the complex houses the first-in-the-nation College of Emergency Preparedness, Homeland Security and Cybersecurity, as well as space for the university's existing departments of Atmospheric and Environmental Sciences and the Atmospheric Sciences Research Center. eTech provides educational space for 800 students and has the capacity to house over 200 full-time faculty and 100 research and industry partners. The building features classroom and office space, research labs, specialty instrumentation facilities, an emergency preparedness situation room, weather research and instruction map rooms, observation facilities, business and technology transfer services offices and conference rooms. eTech is an all-electric facility built to achieve LEED Platinum certification and projected to lower annual energy costs by as much as 70% compared to a similar baseline building. With 190 geothermal wells and 4,800 solar panels, eTech is one of the university's largest and most energy-efficient buildings, representing a significant milestone in SUNY's commitment to sustainability. Another Build New York Honorable Mention Award goes to Gilbane Building Company for Olympic Jumping Complex Outrun Reconstruction. Construction Manager as Agent, Gilbane Building Company. Owner, New York State Olympic Regional Development Authority. Architect, Northwoods Engineering, PLLC. Engineer, SRA Engineers. General Contractor, Reifenberg Construction, Incorporated. The Olympic Jumping Complex Outrun Reconstruction Project, also known as The Project, is part of a $70 million capital improvement by the New York State Olympic Regional Development Authority. The project is in preparation for the upcoming 2023 Winter World University Games. Reconstructed in multiple phases, the project included the renovation of the glass-enclosed elevator on the existing 120-meter jump, including replacement of the elevator and curtain wall, structural steel improvements, and frost rail installation on the 90-meter and 120-meter jumps. Construction of new 10-meter, 20-meter, and 40-meter jumps. Installation of summer jumping surface on the existing and new jumps. Installation of a new 8-person gondola that is ADA compliant for transporting people and equipment from the base lodge to the jump tower and zipline launch deck. Construction of the zipline park, designed for all skill levels, including a course that is anticipated to reach speeds of 60 miles per hour with a 30-degree decline. And site work and site improvements, including regrading the Outrun landing hills and underground infrastructure. Gilbane's project team coordinated with multiple contractors, as ORDA had 2 concurrent projects on the same site: snowmaking systems and electrical installations, as The Project. Due to the congestion of all trades working on a very steep slope, the project team implemented and conducted regular site-wide coordination meetings to ensure the successful completion of all ORDA's projects, with a focus on safety and communication. Having worked on the original facilities for the 1980 Winter Olympics, Gilbane has had a long history with ORDA and understands its goals. Gilbane is proud of the opportunity to work with ORDA, again to revitalize the project to provide athletes, spectators, and visitors with modern facilities and amenities that can be used year-round. Congratulations once again to all the AGC New York State Jeffrey J. Zogg Build New York Award recipients. At this time, we would like to thank this year's Jeffrey J. Zogg Build New York Awards jury. At this time, We would like to acknowledge and congratulate the AIA New York State Professional Service Award recipients and the Associated General Contractors of New York State Distinguished Service Award recipient. AIA New York State Nelson Aldrich Rockefeller Award. AIA New York State's Nelson Aldrich Rockefeller Award recognizes licensed architects employed in the public sector in New York State, whose work on projects within their jurisdiction has furthered the cause of design excellence in public architecture. Nelson Rockefeller devoted a significant portion of his life to public service, most notably serving as the 49th governor of the state of New York. This year's award is presented to Kelly Hayes McAloney, FAIA. AIA New York State Henry Hobson Richardson Award. The Henry Hobson Richardson Award recognizes AIA members licensed in New York State and practicing in the private sector who have made a significant contribution to the quality of New York State public architecture and who have established a portfolio of accomplishments to that end. One of the founding fathers of American architecture, Henry Hobson Richardson, designed many significant public buildings in New York State and the United States. This year's award is presented to Martin D. Stein, AIA. AGC New York State Distinguished Service Award. The Associated General Contractors of New York State Distinguished Service Award recognizes individuals who have provided extraordinary service, commitment, and integrity to the construction industry. This year's award is presented to Bill Gaetano. Everyone at AIA New York State and AGC New York State would like to extend our sincerest appreciation to our sponsors, without whom this event would not be possible. Level 3 sponsors: Client Pay, Consigli Construction, E.W. Howell Construction Group, LaChase Construction Services, MDG Design and Construction, Pike Construction Services. Level 2 sponsors: Grassi Advisors and Accountants, Gilbane Building Company, Iannelli Construction Company, Incorporated. Level 1 sponsor: Microsol Resources. We congratulate all the award recipients for submitting such impactful projects. It truly goes to show that collaboration between a strong design and construction team can produce impactful and successful solutions. Thank you again for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next year.